That's your answer? You're just gonna walk away?
I'm on my way to see Dr. Ford right now. I can't.
Nicholas, I have gone above and beyond for you, okay? The least you owe me is some sort of explanation. What makes you think you're not dying?
I was a girl. I was sure of it, and so was Jackson. He bought this dress and just arrived here today.
God, I'm so sorry.
God, I should have been more careful, you know. I was just so caught up with Jackson, the baby. I didn't see all the warning signs that Michael was in trouble. I just didn't.
I should have warned you.
Why didn't you? And why didn't you? What has happened to us, Jason? Why don't you trust me anymore?
Where were we? Well, that's right, Maxie. How to lose a guy. Something Kate Howard is an expert at. But you know, not to worry. Her techniques are easy to copy. Who can stand being with a victim for too long? Do you want specific examples? Because
Are you actually proud that Sonny used you?
Somebody used somebody for something, girl. That poor guy, he didn't know what hit him.
What are you doing here?
Oh, well, I just came to see Kate, but actually, since you're here, it's time we got a few things straight. I set you up.
Lulu, I'm going to be in the living room. Would you be so kind as to ask Alice if there's any Russian caviar available? If not, I'll take whatever the snack du jour is.
Lulu, if you're feeling charitable, you can drive your father back to town. If not, let him make his own way back to the Haunted Star or Kelly's or a homeless shelter for all.
What's this god-awful racket that... Oh, no, not you. I swear you Spencers are worse than a plague of locusts.
Daddy, don't worry. Luke is about to hobble out of here permanently.
Monica's making amends.
Well, Monica's amends are not my problem, but I will not have this freeloader hanging around this house.
Edward, it's Monica's house.
Alan gave it to her.
Right?
Yes, but they're my cigars and my liquor, and I refuse to share.
You'd better rethink that, Mr. Q.
Alice, my sweet.
Welcome home, Mr. Luke.
This is not his home, Alice.
Whither thou goest, goest I, wife.
Don't quote the Bible to me, you atheist.
Dad, I have some errands to run. Are you going to be okay if I leave you?
Did you hear that? Your ride is leaving. You better go with her. It's a long walk back to town.
Ahead. Have fun. I'll be fine. Alice, does Cook have any Russian caviar?
All chilled and waiting. And she's made those little toast points just the way you like them.
Alice, Luke is not staying.
Well, then neither am I. Or Cook. Or any of the other staff. If Mr. Luke goes, we all go.
As I mentioned, I was on my way to see Dr. Ford.
And you're really not gonna answer me?
I appreciate all your concern, but I really don't have time for this.
Great. Well, as long as you appreciate me.
Look, nothing's changed here. I still have the tumor, and it's still probably going to kill me. But in the meantime, I'd like to do something worthwhile with my life, so I was on my way to set up a program in Emily's name for people who don't have insurance, okay?
You should do something that she would really want and have the surgery. Is everything okay? You were Emily's best friend, right?
Yeah.
What if I told you that Nicholas was willing to die to be with her? Why didn't you tell me Michael wanted to
Because
kill him?
you just found out you were pregnant. You weren't supposed to be stressed, and I already upset you when I asked if you were the one who hit Sam. That's why.
More like interrogated me.
Okay, more like interrogated. I'm sorry, Carly. I was wrong. I was
Don't
wrong
you know
about
that if
too.
I hit Sam or anyone else, you'd be the first person I'd call to help me
of
cover it
course.
up?
Yes, I do know
Then
that.
why didn't you believe me?
Because Elizabeth had an accident the same night you had an accident, and I was trying to prove that she didn't hit Sam.
I didn't know you were trying to protect Elizabeth. And I stood here and asked you over and over again why you were so interested in Sam's accident, and you wouldn't tell me.
Because I didn't want to have another fight. That's why.
We were already already fighting, Jason. You didn't want me to turn Elizabeth into the police.
Would you do that?
I don't know. Maybe. If Elizabeth went to prison, you could stand up and claim your son. But then you'd hate me. Yeah, sure, you'd show up to help me if I really needed you, but it wouldn't be out of friendship and it wouldn't be out of love. It'd be an obligation. And that's what I feel like I am now.
Carly, you know that's not true.
How do I know that? You don't talk to me anymore. You barely listen when I come to talk to you, and I don't understand. When did I become such an annoyance to you, Jason? I mean, yeah, you always tell me when I'm doing something wrong, but I never felt like you had to tolerate me, and now I feel that's all you do.
You hate the mother of my child.
Yeah, I hate her. I do. I think she's a selfish bitch because she makes you believe that you're not good enough to raise your son.
This is exactly what is wrong between us. Right here. I did what I did. And I love who I love. You can't ask me to stop or sit here and listen to you trash her. You can't. Come on, Carly, you do things all the time I don't agree with, that I don't like. And I stand by you. Why can't you stand by me?
You know what? You go ahead and tell your brother this is not my idea of keeping a truce.
Well, I just thought you should know. That's why I slept with you that night. That's why I came on to you. I knew exactly who you were in that bar. I did all sorts of research before I left Milan. You have a reputation, Sonny. You're like a certain kind of woman, so I gave it to you, and you ate it up like candy. But I guess you're just too starved for decent sex to think straight, huh?
No. I knew exactly what you were the second that I saw you. And nothing you say or do would change my mind.
I admit it, I enjoyed you. Not enough to keep following you all over town, though. And by the way, sticking your tongue down my throat and then jamming a gun in my side or forcing me to walk through your coffee warehouse in my underwear, that was brutal. Nasty. And a really big turnoff.
Then you should have stayed away.
See, there's a real evil side to Sonny. Dark Sonny. You don't believe me, Kate? Why don't you ask my brother where he ended up after you got shot?
Oh, that's what this is about?
No, this is
Revenge
about...
for Johnny?
This is about if the truce is gonna work, then we need to start off on equal footing.
Maxie, Mr. Parenthos and I would need a few moments.
Yeah, I'm gonna go fax the things you need faxed from the machine that's upstairs.
I guess you want an explanation.
No, I'm not sure I do. Am I late?
No, you're right on time.
Oh, we were so busy at Kelly's. I hope you get that kind of business at our new restaurant.
Yeah, well, there's not going to be any restaurant, you know, or waterfront complex. Signed the papers over to my father. Thought he would have told you.
Why would he tell me?
Well, you've been working for him all along.
Did it ever occur to you that when I try to warn you against Elizabeth, it's because I see you hurting and I want it to
Carly,
stop?
you've hated every woman I've been with, except Courtney.
Do you know why?
Yeah, because you want to be first in my life.
No, I have to be first. I love Jax and I want to spend the rest of my life with him, but I know that I could just push him too far. That I could do something so big and painful and he would just have to leave, but no matter what I do, you would still be there. And that goes both ways because I would stand by you no matter what, Jason.
Then why can't you trust me and trust me? Why?
Because she had you lie to me for months. You became a father. Jake is the biggest thing to happen to you, and you didn't tell me.
Because I knew you'd think I was wrong to give him up. Then you convince yourself that you had to fight for me, you had to fight for my son. And once you do that, Carly, once you decide to fight, you are impossible to stop.
I thought you'd like that.
Carly, you take huge chances. And you don't quit no matter how bad you get hurt. Not everybody's made up that way.
You are. You are, Jason. And I knew that. The first time I saw you at Jake's, I didn't know anything about you. But I knew you weren't afraid. I knew you took huge chances because that's who you are. You are fundamentally different people. What scares her the most is what keeps you alive, and that's why you two will never be happy together.
Why can't you just let it go?
I have let it go. You made a decision. I disagree. But I love you, right or wrong. So I swear I will never say another word against Elizabeth. As long as you promise me one thing.
What?
Don't ever lie to me again.
You know, there's no right way to deal with losing someone you love. Well, Nicholas doesn't have time to deal with it at all. The tumor's getting worse, he won't have the surgery, and no one in his family seems to care. That's not true. We care, believe me, but we also know how stubborn Nicholas can be, and the harder we push, the less likely he is to do something.
I need the Hallisty chart. Robin's on her way back. If I don't have recommendations, I may not survive.
You're doing better.
Yeah, I'm walking almost as good as a 5-year-old.
Because of me. I am so...
No. It sounds like another apology.
Is that the Hallisty chart?
Yes, just finished.
I'm recommending surgery.
I think it's his best option. And I'd like you to scrub in if you can.
Don't you dare say if I feel up to it.
I was gonna say if you can admit that the drug protocol's not working.
How about this? I'm gonna fine you $1 every time you try to apologize. No, wait, even better. I get a rain check for a meal cooked with your own hands when I get better.
Yeah, you do not want me to cook anything.
You wanna go over there and say hello?
Oh, I'm here to see you. Let's go, we're almost at the sunroom.
Alice, I'm going to call your bluff. Cook will not quit on Luke's behalf.
Cook is absolutely devoted to Mr. Luke.
Since when?
Since I taught her to beat me at poker.
You play cards with Cook?
I play cards with the whole staff every Thursday night when I'm in town. Cook has great card shark instincts. The gardener couldn't bluff his way out of a petunia patch.
But why haven't I been invited to join this game?
Edward, you're welcome anytime.
Harry?
Well, I've been looking for a new game ever since mine at the club folded.
Oh, now, wait a minute. This is not about cards or food. This is about my marriage. Luke cheats on me, he spends my money, and he treats me disrespectfully.
Well, then why don't you divorce the lout and be done with it?
Because she loves me. Don't you, Popsicle?
Yeah, my father stopped by my house right after you left. Said that he had the tire iron that killed Randy with your fingerprints all over it.
I swear I didn't kill her.
No, I know. My father probably did, or more accurately, somebody who works for him, but I can't prove that in court, so I did the only thing that I could to save you, and that was sign over the Alcazar properties, which is what he hired you to do in the first place, right?
It wasn't like that. I swear it wasn't.
Okay. Who did he approach first, you or Randy?
Me. But Randy forced me to take the money.
Probably because of the way you look.
What?
You're like my mother. I mean, not that I have any real memories of her, but I do have pictures. Oh, you know, my father knows me better than I even realized. You knew that I was going to go to Martha's Vineyard and that I was going to revisit the house where it all began. He probably sent an investigator, too, right? And whoever that was found you, and then Trevor came in and he wound up closing the deal. But did he show a picture of me to you? Did he make arrangements for you to be there at the house? And then he told you to be sympathetic to me. I mean, that was the most important part, right? He wanted you to be empathetic with my pain so that you kept telling me over and over again that I was a good man.
You are, and he did not tell me what
Yeah, but he
to say.
paid you, Mariana. He paid you to do whatever it took in order for me to sign over those properties to him.
Yes, but I told him to leave me alone. I kept telling him to leave me alone.
Well, he got his money's worth.
He did not pay me to fall in love with you. I did that on my own.
How's Michael?
He's scared and confused. I don't want him to blame himself about the baby, you know. I just told him that miscarriages happen and there's no reason for them.
Is that what you think?
I don't know. I almost died. I had that crazy hallucination. I told you I was at Jake's running the table and you showed up and slapped a 20 on the side rail. It sounds familiar to you, doesn't it?
Well, that's how we always did it when we went to Jake's.
You were having your surgery while I was unconscious.
I don't know. It's
And they
possible.
put you under, right? They gave you anesthesia?
Carly, would
Just answer yes or no, yes or no.
Yes, that's what they do.
You had the same dream, didn't you? Except it wasn't a dream. My soul was stuck in the corridor between death and life, and you came and got me. That makes us soulmates.
Okay, if that's what you want to believe.
I don't just believe it. I know it, and you know it too. You just have to admit it.
I don't know about that.
Come on. Hey. You know it's true.
Jason, didn't realize you'd be stopping by.
Yeah, I actually came to apologize to Carly and to you. I should have told you Michael was messing around with guns.
Yes, you should have.
And I'm sorry for your loss.
Well, I realize there's no point in asking you to stay away from Carly. That's just wishful thinking on my part. But maybe you can consider what the violence you represent has cost her.
I have. I'll see you later.
Did you have to do that? I mean, Jason was making me feel better.
Yeah, Jason seems to be the only one that can do that.
You're not really going to do this, are you?
Sorry. I'm sorry, okay? How's your appointment with Dr. Lee?
It was good. She said I'm healthy. You know, there's no side effects from the miscarriage.
That's good.
She even said we could start trying again. You know, I mean, not right this second, but we could.
Yeah, we should probably wait a little while. Focus on Michael and Morgan and on each other. Yeah, getting pregnant can wait.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Well, we should probably just wait a little while, you know, before we get our hopes up again.
Yeah, we don't really need the added pressure.
Right, exactly. Okay. You want to go to lunch? I've got a meeting with Kate this afternoon, but, you know, we can go to that place you like on 4th Street, and we can sit down and...
I'm not really hungry. Headache, you know, I'm just gonna go upstairs and lay down.
Okay, feel better.
I will.
I promise you, Kate, that I will do everything I can to make sure Claudia doesn't bother you.
Oh, I'm not some fragile flower who can't stand the sight of another woman you slept with, Sonny.
You heard her. I mean, it was not about sex. It was a power play. So was this.
Yeah. Claudia came here to see if she still gets to you. And guess what? She does.
No, she doesn't. Look, I mean, the only thing that I feel for Claudia Zacchara is anger because she hurt you.
But she's right, Sonny. I distract you. Right? She set you up, and because of me, you couldn't see it. And then again, because of me, you overreacted and did something horrible to her brother.
She wants to make me look like an animal. She's doing it on purpose. Don't fall for it, Kate.
Is she lying, Sonny? Is she lying about the things you did to her brother or the things you did to her?
I slept with her. Once. I'm never going to do it again. Either you believe it or you don't. Maybe Claudia thought sleeping with me was a way to protect her brother. Maybe she had her own agenda. I don't know, because you were shocked. And when I saw you lying there, bleeding to death, the only thing that mattered to me was that I love you. So, you know, Claudia probably came here because I hurt her brother. She wanted to come here to get back at me and hurt you.
I'm sorry to say she got what she came for.
Why would
Sonny,
There is a part of you that is dangerous, brutal even, and Claudia Zacchara brings that to the surface. And that part of you is attracted to her.
You know, sometimes I want to burn my life down, destroy everything that's good, but I don't want to be that man. Because I have 3 beautiful children, a legitimate business to run, and now I have you to give me some hope. Why would I throw all that away for a whore like Claudia Zacchara?
When you put it that way.
I love you. And I'm gonna do what I can to make, life safer. Can you trust me on that?
You bet your ass.
I tried to tell you so many times.
You know, I didn't want to believe it. I wanted to believe that you were my fresh start, you know? My chance to reinvent myself into somebody who's kind and compassionate.
You are all those things.
I was trying them on, Mariana. Like shopping for new clothes. You know, what does it feel like to take a complete leap of faith? What does it feel like to be in the moment? To let go of the past, because, you know, I can't let go of the past. Especially with a bastard of a father like mine.
I didn't want to lie to you. I had no choice.
You know how many times I've said that? Those same words? Mariana, it's the all-purpose excuse. It's good for every occasion. The only problem is that you do have a choice. And you made that choice. Every time you did what Trevor said, every time you let me believe that we met completely by chance. Even last night, you could have told me. You could have told me that you were working for my father, and then there would be something to save.
I didn't want you to hate me. I didn't want to lose you.
Listen. I don't blame you. You did what you had to do in order to save yourself. I understand that, but I would never be able to trust it, that it was real.
It is.
This is 20% of what my father paid me for the piers. Okay, that should be adequate compensation for all of your emotional distress and anything else.
I don't want your money.
Just take it. Better for both of us.
I care for you.
No, listen.
No,
I would rather.
believe that we can start over. We have a chance.
I would rather take out my disappointment on the person who deserves it. Ripping up the check was a nice gesture, though. I'll messenger another one to you over at Kelly's.
I'm not gonna be there. I'm gonna go back to the vineyard. You know where to find me. Have you changed your mind?
No, I think it'd be best if we just never saw each other again.
Oh, God. If you hate your father for this, and you try and take revenge on him, he'll have won.
I have some chips, some cheddar rounds, vanilla wafers, and some DVDs in case you just want to veg out in front of the television.
Oh, thanks. I'm a little too wired for that. You know, I'd rather you help me pick out a color to paint the room upstairs. Gotta get that horrible green off the walls. Won't be using it for a nursery anytime soon, so I gotta figure out what color.
Why not a nursery? Are you and Jax, are you giving up on trying to have a baby? Or?
No, I think he wants to wait a while. Yeah. Second miscarriage has gone through, and everyone always concentrates on the female and the woman, the mother, and, you know, it's kind of hard for the guys, too, and Jax is having a hard time.
What about you?
You know, I wasn't very far along. Couldn't feel the baby move or anything, but I'm sad. Really sad.
Greetings, Stone. The brusque lady of justice just called, left a message that your mother elected to acknowledge her complicity in Fair Samantha's unfortunate accident.
Monica confessed?
A jackal stands in awe of his master's gift for brevity. Are your injuries still causing you distress?
No, I'm fine.
What? Because we're fully stocked of restorative nutrients. We have green leafy vegetables, fresh fruit, a special juice blend that includes a rare Brazilian berry.
No, I'm not hungry. I just went to see Carly. She lost her baby.
That is most distressing.
And I should have warned her that Michael wanted a gun. I handled that wrong. Been doing a lot of that lately.
Come on, perhaps you were, a bit distracted by your efforts to prove that Fair Elizabeth had not, in fact, run down everyday hero.
I've been lying nonstop ever since I found out I was Jake's father. And no matter how I try to justify it, people keep getting hurt.
Has there been any change in Nicholas's prognosis?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, Nadine basically just accused the family of ignoring the fact that he's dying. Which isn't true, but I don't know, maybe we are in denial.
Patrick, when was the last time you examined Nicholas?
Right before he jumped off the OR table.
So his condition should be deteriorating, right?
I would have thought so, yeah.
But he's stabilized. I mean, he might even be getting better, right?
There's a chance Nicholas could be in remission.
I'm sorry. I don't recall giving any of you permission to discuss my case in
That's
public.
not what we're doing.
Actually, I would like to have another examination.
No, thank you. I've been poked and prodded enough. Hey, what the hell gives you the right to pry into my life?
Is this where you flip out and start threatening me with something sharp?
No, I'm perfectly sane right now. I just happen to be furious. I don't appreciate you carrying tales to my family or doctors.
For your information, Nicholas, I haven't told a single person that you think you can talk to your dead fiancé or that you're still so in love with her that you'd rather die than have the operation that could save your life. It's none of my business. Just a nurse here, after all.
I swear to you, Tracy, I haven't been unfaithful to you in weeks. Months. Many, many months.
Because you've been flat on your back in a hospital bed.
Just the way you like me.
You were the one that almost killed yourself with all your carousing.
Yeah, well, you were the one that smashed my kneecap to bits with an IV pole on purpose. I think you just want to keep me incapacitated.
You were mobile enough for that streetwalker.
Oh, for God's sake, how many times do I have to tell you that was Claudia Zaccara, mob princess with a screw loose? She came on to me.
And you did nothing to fend her off.
This is pointless. You know who I am. You know how I live. You married me anyway.
Luke, you got me drunk. You tricked me.
And you've never been happier in your life.
Okay. You can stay. But this time, you're at my mercy.
How about a really cheery yellow?
Maybe like that?
Ooh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what about a neutral color? Like, I don't know, oatmeal, coffee.
You are not a neutral person.
I was thinking of making it a piano room. You know, we could put a baby grand piano in there. Jax plays sometimes. Morgan, I would love for him to take lessons.
Yeah, Johnny plays piano and he gets lost in it and you see who he is, his soul. Anyway, you know, he's good at piano.
You can see his soul when he plays. I'd say he's more than pretty
Just
good.
don't ask me to explain it. I can't. Nothing about Johnny makes sense. Least of all how I feel about him. I slept with him.
Wow, okay.
It was so tender and beautiful, and I was so happy, and I thought he was too, and then he disappeared.
He walked out on you?
No. we were supposed to have a dinner date, and he never showed. And then he called me, and we got cut off. And the next time I saw him was when I was looking for you when the cannery exploded.
Okay, so what happened?
I ran into his arms. He kissed me. It was wonderful. And then he went to go look for his sister. And the next time I saw him, he had a gun to Sonny's head.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he was crazy. Exactly like how he was when I first met him. So I should hate him, right? I mean, he is dangerous and he's probably insane, so I should forget about him.
Guys like Johnny are hard to forget.
You are not helping.
Were you afraid when you saw him with the gun?
Absolutely.
What else?
Okay. All right. You want me to say it out loud? Fine. Yeah. It probably made me want to be with Johnny even more.
Your concern has always been that claiming your son would expose him to dangers from your enemies, but recent events, most notably Mr. Corinthos's commendable choice to forge an alliance with the Zakaras, has lessened the threat of violence considerably.
Would you bet your life on that?
Probably the brusque lady of justice come to give us an update. Vixenella.
Actually, it's Claudia Zakara. I'm here to see Jason Morgan.
Stone Cold Mr. Morgan is not available at this time. If you'd like to come back.
He's actually standing right behind
Yeah, well,
you.
he's recuperating from grievous injuries, and he's not accepting visitors.
It's okay, Spinelli.
Interesting choice for a bodyguard.
Be warned, Vixenella, the Jackal's capabilities extend far beyond those which are immediately apparent to the undiscerning eye.
I like the way you talk. I think it's weirdly articulate.
The Jackal appreciates your gracious, if manipulative and no doubt insincere comments.
You're the Jackal?
Yeah, assassin of cyberspace. Part-time private investigator, full-time friend and protege of the Zen master Stone Cold.
That would be you for obvious reasons, but why am I Vixenella?
Well, the reasons are likewise obvious. I mean, for your persona is both overtly threatening, and if you don't mind me saying so, sexually aggressive. Sexually aggressive. You are sexually aggressive.
You know what? I really don't honestly think I could ever hurt someone as obviously harmless and brilliant as you are.
Just leave him alone.
But I like him.
The Jackal is impervious to your false wiles.
The Jackal's gonna leave.
Really?
Now. Last time.
Aww. He's sweet. I'm surprised he's a friend of yours, but I like surprises sometimes.
What do you want?
Just to follow up on our business conversation.
I saw Johnny today when I was visiting Logan at the hospital, who, by the way, has been wonderful.
Is it possible that you're using Logan to get over Johnny?
I might be selfish enough to try that if I could actually get over Johnny, but I can't. I can't stop thinking about him, and the most annoying part is he is not making an effort towards me. If I like Johnny, great. If I don't, then there's the door.
You know what I think?
I need therapy.
Yeah. I need a life. Or a job. Something better than that waitressing job at Kelly's.
A job is not gonna make me forget about Johnny.
But what if you could help me and yourself at the same time?
Well, I mean, yeah, of course I would want to help you.
How do you feel about a career in fashion?
I don't remember a thing about that building I just saw.
Thanks, two of us.
Oh, Jax, this is silly. We should really reschedule. You and Carly are still dealing with your loss.
Yeah. And it's not enough that Carly lost the baby. I keep tripping over Sonny and Jason. They're supposed to ignore the insanity they bring on a daily basis.
Look, I know you don't believe it, but Sonny is making a sincere effort to keep peace with the Zakaras.
Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? Kate Howard, fashion icon, discussing mob politics.
Okay, all right, okay. I know it's ludicrous, but... Well, I am starting to hate most of the people involved with the mob.
But not Sonny.
Not Sonny.
That's too bad.
You should know I had an unhappy encounter with Sonny today.
How unhappy?
He walked in on me and Kate Howard negotiating. She already knows that I slept with him, but I made a full disclosure. See, he's got a reputation for going after a certain kind of woman, so that's how I came on to him.
Why are you telling me this?
Because you're gonna find out about it anyway, doubtless. And I think it's better if you hear it from me. I'm asking you to knock a guy off. Trevor Lansing goes to Manhattan every Thursday. Take meetings in his office. At 5 o'clock, he walks to the Colony Club. The sidewalks are crowded. He doesn't have guards, and a professional with a silencer should be able to take him down no problem. Like I said, this will be a piece of cake for you, and I would be eternally grateful.
Trevor has screwed me over for the last time. I want to make him pay.
You got a strange way of taking revenge, Rick. Selling Trevor those peers means he holds the balance of power.
Okay, I want to turn things around. Look, I'll work him and I'll feed you information. After all, I am still his son.
Trevor knows you hate him, Rick.
Yes, he thinks I hate you more. He's wrong.
Why am I supposed to believe you?
Look, Trevor's the real enemy here, Sonny. He's been pitting us against each other for years. If we work together, we can bury him.
You mean that literally?
I want my father broken and humiliated, and then I want him dead. By any means you think necessary.
Boss, Trevor Lansing's here to see you. I told him you were busy. He said it's about the Alcazar property.
Well, I guess you better let him in, right?
Come on in.
Richie, look at you. Isn't this a coincidence, finding you together with your brother? What could you possibly be talking about?